How we're living blades today, we're doing a little bit of Navori Flickerblading. This is basically just one of the best snowball items in the game, so hopefully I can teach you guys what I do for early game to not fall behind, and then generate that advantage either in a big way or small and just add it up. And then you can purchase this item, it's really good. I do think, just flat out though, if you're behind, do not go this item. This item basically just takes a decent to good scenario and makes it even better. But from behind, you need different stats to just play Briar in this way. And yeah, that's basically about it. Now you can just gamble it, go Flickerblade, win behind to try and get yourself back into the game. But certain champions kind of take away your ability to auto enough times to get value. So you do need to be careful. And I will show you the way this time. We're against Skarner and Gragas, Rakan, Ziggs, Tristana. So very easily we could be denied the ability. This is likely one of the worst games to go at because, Gragas Phase Rush will just E you and run away. Skarner will just put you into a wall ult and then you're not autoing. Ziggs, obviously he has Blast Pack to get out, and then Tristana W plus ult, and then Rakan's whole kit. So this is one of the times that it definitely isn't the best case scenario, but you don't really need best case scenario to make something good happen. You just kind of, you got to take into account what they can do and add that to your game plan and make it work. So we will be locking in a Raptor start full clear. Raptor start is the best path, okay? You saw my pathing guide. We're keeping it straight up with that. It's the best, okay? But it is important to know that if you have a reason not to do Raptor start, I would obviously say don't do it. And that could be like a very volatile lane that you want to prioritize a little bit more than your own farm. But overall, you should learn Raptor start ASAP, especially going into Season 16. I do want the crab, but we do have this kind of noob right here. I think we're going to just confirm this one. Getting this kill is like turbo good by itself, but it's also insane for Galio to get his wave in. Again, jungling is all about wave states. Now we assume Skarner's actually bot side because you can see we got vision of his camp, so you know that it looks like he did Raptors to Gromp, which is basically the blue side version of Raptor start. I can definitely make it here in time to help out. Warwick just needs to hit the wave and not die here, I think. Nice. Now, you could recall here, and it is likely very good. I want to do it off vision because I want them to guess if I am, leaving or not, basically. I don't want them to have an exact idea of what my play is because then they can make an informed decision based off that. Which, if I was on vision, then Skarner would actually go to my Raptors, right? He would know that I'm off the map and he can just walk in, grab that. So I'm going to hit this blast cone in a way that shows me if he's on them or not. And then I'm actually going to go to Krugs down because my, you want to draw a line with your camps, right? So if you go Raptors here, you have to choose between going Wolves or Krugs. And that would force you, left or right, you're going to have to sacrifice something. If you confirm that your Raptors are there, then you go Krugs downward. Then you can keep your pathing in a line, and that is very beneficial for you. Just makes your farming a lot more consistent, if you will. I do want to kill this Ziggs, but again, this is like staying true to the game plan, right? We will be taking the full clear. This is the way to carry solo queue games, is to just be as strong as possible and then look for plays. You don't sacrifice your own strength for someone else because you can only control yourself, right? Well, I guess if you play Briar, you know what I'm saying, but it's all good. You know what I'm saying. Rakan just hit that, so they could be looking for an invade. I doubt it currently, but we shall see. Now, we did just finish our second full clear, and Skarner was also pathing down, so you assume that he's in the same spot again, right? Because you both are going to just be doing the same thing on repeat. If you're able to, get some more speed or, kill camps a little bit faster, then there's obviously some plays that you can make, like right now. It's pretty good, but I think we're going to try and just take this guy and then take that to the good old Dragonium. So that's good, right? So we got that. Now we have to play here. They're going to see this coming. I might be 3v1 for a little hot second, but if my team will play, this could be very good. They're going to get the dragon. That is what it is. We do have 4v3 here. We really just need people to move their mouse and keyboards here. I'm able to get him out of the wall with that. Galio does have ult to help out. I can tap E to slow him down, and that should be a kill, hopefully. Nice. Tristana jumped in, so she's trying to jump out after she gets a kill, but luckily she did not. Sucks that my boy died, but that was really good. And again, whenever you sense any tilt at all after like a trade, say, good job, team, keep it moving. Good job, team, keep it moving, because you know they're tilted. You can tell. That looks like someone being passive-aggressive, or maybe that's directly aggressive, but either way. Doesn't matter, and again, back to the game plan. What's the game plan? Get my camps. So you see I'm here on spawn? That's what you want to be doing. You only look for plays between these timers, not during them. So we're good. And again, a lot of you guys get lost in the sauce on a dragon like that, where like, they're doing the dragon in front of our faces, team, and it's like, yep, sometimes it's going to happen. Get over it. You make something happen afterwards, or before, or during. You know, there's many routes to this. My top laner is trying to cook, and he wants some help, but to be honest, it looks like that wave will actually push back to him in not too long, so if he takes the recall, he'll be fine. So that's just a point to other lane knowledge, right? Being able to tell if my Warwick's in a good spot or not is very important. Now, it is also very important to note that when he stays with this much health, if it goes badly, that's not your fault. Now, if his wave was ruined, then maybe you could take a little bit of credit for that. I'm going to try and hit Gragas with this. Doing what I can to save my boy. We were able to get the top laner kill. That's good. That was a W bait. We're up the player, so if they try and fight this, we would instantly take this, right? We see that we're up the player. And that's basically all that matters. If we get the W, then we could definitely have a play here. Ooh, found the Ziggs. That's where we want to be. If he's buying time, that's fine. This lethal tempo is going to get a lot of value here. We're just going to make sure we keep it stacked. Buffer E. Make sure we're flashing to the correct target and doing what we can do. Auto the blue buff to keep your jungle pet ticking. Look for a Q after. There's a lot going on. It's hard to commentate this one. Just know we're doing a lot of things at once. Nice. So some like 1%er buffs to do there. 1, it's pinging. 2, it's target selection. And then 3, it's making sure to keep your lethal tempo procs, right? The runes. Keep your lethal tempo stacks. You don't want to drop them. That's a ton of damage. Autoing the blue buff keeps your jungle pet autoing, which heals you. So it's just a lot of really small things adding up there. Kind of the name of my game. I definitely do want to grab my Titanic ASAP. So let's do that. And let's get our Black Cleaver rocking. And then after that, we'll go for a Flickerblade. Now, it is important to note that my bot side camps are lower level than my top side camps because we did the 2 and then we did all the fighting up here. So it is more worth for you to go to your top side camps. And there is the additional benefit of, you know, Skarner isn't really known for invading, nor does this guy like have an idea of what camps I've done because we just fought for an hour and it's easy to get lost in what camps enemy team has done. So unless like it's warded and he knows, like, hey, Briar's not there. He wouldn't be in your jungle. He would retreat to his camps, and then he would start prepping that crab. And yeah, he's doing exactly that. So that's good. Now that crab is there, and he just gets to take that. Because my team isn't in position, I'm not going to contest it. I'm completely okay with that. If people want to mess with him, that's good. I would be happy to follow up. But, you know, I got to get my own camps too. I can't do everything everywhere. I must make some time for myself. Kind of like life. My game plan is to kill all the camps and then go for a dragon. If we lose the crab, we lose the crab, but we're in a great spot for the fight, which will likely lead to the dragon. And they pulled their AD carry for that, so we got, I mean, my AD carry definitely got some experience at least. We're prepping our vision a little bit. Oh, we need to run, and we're going to take this, and we're going to get the hell out of here. Their bot lane has walked all the way up here. So until my team starts making plays, we really can't do too much. So now we're just walking around seeing if they'll make a mistake. What are they willing to do? I'm just going to start the dragon to force them to walk to us. Instead of just chasing them around doing nothing, I'm just going to force them to us. Make sure I keep updating my team with what I'm doing. Don't want them to ever be like, wow, I didn't know he was there. Yes, we did. And that was actually on vision, but we caught him lacking, so that's good. I guess I can take a recall. I can get a phage and maybe a pink ward, but there's really not much to do. I guess not pink ward, but I will happily get here in time. Cancel that hop. Keep going, keep going, keep going. I don't feel the need to ult this. The situation is good enough. Oh, situation has changed. Jenna has ult the whole time, man. Briar ult. Yeah, man. Let the Briar with the shutdown ult under turret and then get Skarner ulted. That sounds like a win. We might be being a bit silly here. Some of us might not be thinking about the game as much as we maybe feel like we are. Nice. Huge. Like, subscribe, and comment, please. Good. Back to the game plan. Back to the camps. Usually I queue the small Krug there just because Briar actually hitting the camp is more important than any amount of efficiency within cooldowns. Like hitting the right target with Q and dropping, you know, this by, 8 armor is not more worth than you just starting the damage. The damage starting matters way more. And you can see me getting a little greedy, Red. I see top laners fighting, but I see their jungler walking, and I'm going to try and predict that I will hit ultimate. So that means that I can actually take the clear and make it to the fight. Kind of get the best of both worlds there. Early W2, just to stack up. Keep my lethal tempo with that auto. They're kind of crazy for going in on this one, I think. Oh, if he was able to get that, that could have been crazy. Still a good fight for us. Because I get the crab. Huh, okay. What's your plan, brother? I'll take that. Surprise bro decided to drive the whip into that. I don't know how that one's gonna go. If he has no allies around, we can actually catch him here. Buffer E into their damage would be good. Fall back a little bit. Ult 1 just because we need to get the extra stats in. Oh, you did not just flash from Briar ult, did you? Did. Oh, there's another blast cone. Damn it. Yo, that blast cone was there and he walked into that. Would that not have been the craziest play? Sometimes you gotta dream, bro. Sometimes you gotta dream. And Tristana walked again, so our Kai'Sa just got a whole bot turret. But she's only able to get this much time. Why are you hitting it, man? Support players and not caring about the outcome. Please stop, man. What are you trolling? Oh, I guess he's trolling. Him using Q at 300 there, he's definitely trolling. We might be able to hit a little report for that one, but I'm surprised people are willing to troll in a game like this, but maybe I did something to piss him off. Maybe I'm a piece of shit for the way I played this match. Could be. Okay, could be true. Could be true. Try and take one neutral off the board before there's ever 2 up. You don't really want 2 neutrals to ever be at the same time. Up at the same time if you have the choice. Because then you give them a trade. And we do not want that. So we have about a minute until our dragon. So we have a little bit of time. We're going to assume that he won't invade and be wrong. He is just taking a random invade. Looks like they're more so looking for Janna here, but I mean, I'd be happy to play, but 4 of them, 3 of us. Actually really good Galio damage. I'm just going to take the recall here. Alright, now we're set up, right? So we have the 2-item combo that can literally do anything. And now we're going to try and take this a little bit further by getting Flickerblade in this game that we are ahead. Right? And you're going to see that you can now have a higher top end than if you built, you know, just traditional bruiser. So if you're willing to risk it for a little bit higher of a top end, it can help you carry some of these more close games. Like this game, it doesn't feel close through my POV, but like their team comp is very good, and disrespecting it could easily end up in a loss. So, gonna hopefully not do that. Dragon is the most important thing over the fight, so I'm just gonna try and send it while he's pressuring. Basically all I'm doing here. You should try and steal if they have vision, so we'll see what Skarner is up to. Nice. Definitely find a carry here. Try and get away from the sweet spot. I'm not going to tap E or even buffer because I feel strong in this moment. Nice. They're still fighting. Not bad. Gonna see if I can save the Rift Herald charge. Swear Galio is easy mode when I'm filled. Very true. Galio is the sauce of autofill. Maybe I won't regret this. I'm trying to get the Zeal though. And we gotta run far away. Smart player. All he really said was, pick a champ that wants to fight in solo queue and then fight. And it's like, yeah, that's what we're doing here. This is what people like to do. Now again, we're having a good game. Our bot lane is 2-7. A lot of you guys refuse to like accept that. Like again, man, when my bot lane's 2-7, I don't care, man. I'm playing Briar. Look, he's trying to take my camps. It's crazy work. I mean, it's not going to happen, but it is crazy work. And I just, hey, man, when it comes to my stuff, I take it. There's no pings. There's no animosity. I'm just going to get my camp, and that's it. And if you got a problem with that, trust me, bro, you'll be all right. Think I can make it to this fight? He flashed away. Feels like Skarner might flash also. Good. Not buffering E on this one just yet. Pink word to see if they have vision in that bush or someone standing there. Nice. We got a little bit more time, actually. Can get the Rift Herald in. Grab that turret for us. See if we can get this next wave here. Again, splitting up the pressure. Make them have to answer 2 lanes instead of 1. I do want his blue buff, but they're back on the map, and they could, like, technically 5-man. And, like, seeing them now, we know that we could have gotten it, but we're already halfway into this channel, so we might as well just get it over with. Seems like my team took a 4-fun dive under tier 3 when Otacon's up. That's, solo queue way. The only thing I could have done differently there is ping them off of that play. Because that's 1,000 to Skarner. And my god, man. What was that? 1,500, 1,600 gold? But we got it. Flickerblade inbound. Again, you can really add this item to any bruiser build just to try and, you know, top end cap out a little bit harder. The only thing to know is that, like, if you just W, it's not reducing your W till after you W2. So you do have to, you know, kind of make a decision on how you are playing your Ws. Do you really want the extra execute damage, or do you want to, you know, prioritize going for another W1, W2? It's an important aspect to it, I would say. We're going to wait that one out. Get a buffered R after that, too. His ult, I might get a little messed up here. There's a lot of variance in me stepping into that bush, so I'm out. Gotta get a little crazy here. Make sure that we're not the one that gets focused. They are down Rakan, and we do this pretty fast. He is Bork, so. Bork obviously doing max HP damage. Important. They do know that we're doing this. Wow, whoever got that word. Here they go. You know Skarner's going to play to steal this. We're fine. Gonna tap E to try and get back to our cooldowns here. Nice. Oh my god. Wait, look at my cooldowns though. Oh, we're going. Not anymore. Alright, but you got a little taste of the Flickerblade there. I feel like I don't have to do much selling of this item because it feels like everyone's already done it. So I guess we're all just enjoying the show here. I think it's like my 10th Flickerblade build, so. Look, man, the item's fun. The item's fun. You get it while you're ahead, and you literally turn into God mode. Again, I'm keeping my eyes on the prize. Objectives, right? I'm not messing around. So, although they want to stay topside and do whatever they want and take these random fights, again, man, the only thing you do, ping them off, ping where you're going, keep them moving. I'm greedy, Red. I'll hit a few camps on the way. Let's see if we can rush this real quick. Good. I don't really want to coin flip a fight. From this position, you can buy whatever items that you want. I'm going Sundered Sky because it's the generic snowballing item. If you needed something else in a game like this, you could easily just go ahead and grab it. Now we want to start playing topside because it's the next objective. So make sure our team knows where we're headed. We see Gragas here. And again, I try and just keep the map moving like that, where I'll ping where enemies are, and I'll ping where I'm going, and just keep it moving. Do want red buff here. Hey, we're most farm of the game. First one 200. Look at me go. And you can see your cooldowns are like non-existent, because when you hit WW2, it goes to 7 seconds, right? Well, it's 5 seconds of frenzy. So that means there would be 2 seconds of downtime. So to get any 2 autos, you have infinite W. As long as you're autoing, infinite dub. So we got our cooldowns again. 6 seconds, 7 seconds, and then 10. My team is all bot side when Baron's spawning. Likely the wrong side. Yes. But it seems like they're figuring it out. $500 more gold for Sundered Sky. Ping them off. You don't want them to take the 5v3 in their jungle. Just not where we want to be. Split pushing would be good for me in this moment and the game. Nice. We got Ziggs ult for free, and we still got the wave, so life's alright. Fighting in a choke against Ziggs usually isn't the best thing, but we can catch him on something like this, though. Nice. Try and buffer ult when they stack up. Try and get a big fear. That was good. Oh my god, it's going crazy right now. It's going so crazy right now. You see the cooldowns, man? Take the winning game and make it into an unlosable game. That's the motto. Nice. Huge. To be honest, Inhib is pretty good, but I think I want to prioritize just getting my recall, getting back on the map, and making sure that they can't get this crab. Let's go full insane mode and go blood mail. So blood mail, if you don't know what it does, right? 30 AD, 550 health, and then scales with your health to give you more AD, and the lower health you get, the more AD you get. So Around 4,000 health is when this item turns into like basically like 80 full AD, which is insane, especially for a bruiser. Because our average AD is 40. So getting an item that is just double that, yeah, that's a lot of damage. Good, we got that. We got Baron. Now we can start pressuring mid-top here to try and get double inhib to Dragon Soul, or we can just walk to Dragon Soul. It just depends on what your team's willing to do and how they're willing to try and win. I might be dead here, but we're going to go for a quick little play. See what we can pull off here. Quick little burst there. Once he tries to drive, we can try and Q again. And then we can try and Q him again, maybe. He's still standing there, wow. This is kind of absurd right now. They will get that inhib, so I'll go for a Dragon Soul, see his reds up. We have 30 seconds, so we can get bot wave and his Krugs going. Nice. What do we need? We need 3150 is max money. And 2150 is just item. So we're far from full build, right? We still have boot upgrade plus elixir. This game is 15-0, by the way. So, I mean, if this... Look, man, if you didn't learn something about mid-game, early game, team fighting, I don't know what to say, man. I'd try my best out here, man. Nice. I can go get my item, and then I can get back on the map. I don't want to waste my Baron too much, but it's a really big item spike for me. Okay. So running ASAP. Oh, we need 1,000 gold, and we max out. But right here, right? Look at the stats. Basically 400 AD once we get our any elixir. 100 armor, 92 MR. Attack speed, a little bit of crit chance. Our ability haste is skyrocketing. And yeah, we're there. 83 AD that scales up past to 100. So we have truly done it. No waves, so I really don't want to fly into this fight. That just means that I would get turret aggro and my life would suck. But we can see if we can bring it home. Good. Reset turret aggro. Buffer E, put him into the wall. Oh shoot, I didn't hop the wall like a noob. Oh, they ended, man! I had him on, I was gonna flash the wall on W to catch him. But there you go, man. And the haters be damned, by the way, because we're doing this in high elo solo queue. Nice. Like, oh, he must be farming noobs or making customs. No, man. Some of us just play the game. Most damage, not surprising. Most damage taken the Briar way. 18-0, which is crazy. 2,300 damage on lethal tempo. I mean, truly just an insane game. You can see, man, that's all Flickerblade is doing. It's just taking an already good game and making it amazing. But, you know, outside of that, it can be good for other reasons, other builds, sure. But this is where I think it fits best for jungle. And it's some of the most fun that you're ever going to have playing League. So, I'm going 10 CS a minute. So, good gameplay is everything. Thank you for watching, man. And, yeah, man, just try it out. Try it once, you know? Thank you so much for watching. Have a good one. Peace. And I almost forgot, I like to bring up the stats for you guys because we have some stat nerds in the stream. That's a good thing. So here's all ranks for Briar, right? So this is every noob and every goat and every goat of iron, every noob of challenger. It is what it is. So to reinforce what we were talking about, right? So in the third item slot, you know, most things on Briar get like 60% win rate and so on. If you scroll back enough, you can see Flickerblade is right there, right? 60.11, that is beating a lot of these other options. in that slot, because it's just it's like a snowballing item. It makes a lot of sense. It's like the stats for Medjais will always be insanely high, because when you're buying Medjais, you're usually in a good game, and that's the same thing for this. So that's why the win rate's so high. But it goes to show that it does continue to pull the weight that it's supposed to, and it's in the top 10 of Briar's winning items. So hopefully you enjoyed. Have a good one for real this time. Peace. Thank you for watching.